So together in a bowl, I'm going to mix 1 1/4 cups of flour, a half teaspoon of cinnamon, a half teaspoon of nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, and a half teaspoon of salt. 1 1/2 cups of stale breadcrumbs, 1 1/2 cups of brown sugar. Mix this well. So to start on the fruit in this recipe, I'm going to put together 1 cup of sultana raisins, 1 cup of muscatel raisins, 3/4 of a cup of Thompson raisins, a cup of currants, a cup of chopped figs, a cup and a half of chopped peel, and a cup of glazed cherries halved. We're going to mix well to combine. To finish off this fruit mixture, we're going to sprinkle in slivered almonds. We're going to set aside this mixture now and combine together some wet ingredients. We're going to start with a tablespoon of water with a half teaspoon of baking soda dissolved in, and to that we're going to add a half cup of honey, 4 eggs well beaten, and a half cup of fruit juice, wine, or brandy. Once fully combined, set this bowl aside. Now before combining all these ingredients together, there's one thing missing, and that is suet. In place of suet, I'm actually going to use vegetable shortening, and I've shredded it and frozen it to resemble the texture of beef suet, which would traditionally be used in this type of recipe. Now it's time to do the heavy lifting and combine these 3 mixtures together, starting with the dry ingredients into the fruit and nut mixture, and then finishing off by adding the wet ingredients. Once everything is combined, gradually add 1/2 cup of milk. So plum pudding are cooked by steaming. Now, if you don't often make these types of desserts, you might not have the necessary equipment at home. So I'm going to start with small pot pie molds, and I'm going to be greasing these really well. Now, we're going to spoon the fruit cake mixture into each of these tins. And we want to fill them about 2/3 full. Before steaming the molds, cover each with parchment paper, then cover with tin foil or a pudding cloth if you have it. To steam my puddings, I'm going to be using a canning pot, this metal rack here, to allow flow to go underneath the puddings, so in that way they cook evenly. I'm going to gently set in my puddings. I'm going to cover this pot and let it steam. For 1 large mold, the recipe recommends steaming for 5 hours, or less depending on the size of your molds. When you want to test for doneness, remove your pudding, unwrap it, and lightly press on the top. If it springs back and feels firm to the touch, it's finished. According to this recipe book and many other plum pudding recipes, the best way to make and enjoy a plum pudding is by actually making it quite in advance of Christmas. But I can assure you it's very delicious right away too. From all of us at Strathma, we're wishing you a warm and wonderful holiday season.